Well, hello again. Let's take a look here at part C. So when we're looking here, x plus y equals 10. That one's a pretty easy one to start with because all we're doing is we are finding values that add up to 10. But the reason this easy question is on here is so that we can always go back and plug in our values. So anytime I do a problem like this, I always start out with one of the values being 0. So if x is 0, then y has to be 10. And again, they asked us to have some negative values. So when I combine any of these, I get 10. So that's pretty easy. And then when we graph it, it's going to look like this. It's definitely going to be a line. Here's where our x value is 0 and our y value is 10. And our x value is 10 and our y value is 0. And you can see how we would get into some positive and some negative values here. Okay, so what happens when the equation gets a little trickier? So question number 2, pay special attention to this because then you'll get a chance to do some practicing. So x minus 2y equals negative 4. So again, let's pick a value. Let's pick our x value to be 0 and see what happens. So 0 minus 2y equals negative 4. So negative 2y equals negative 4. Divide both sides by negative 2 and I get y equals 2. See if it works. 2 times 2 is 4, so we have negative 4 equals negative 4. That works. So let's figure out this value, okay? So x minus 2y equals negative 4, and we're going to substitute in negative 2 for x. So here's our new equation. Negative 2 minus 2y equals negative 4. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of this negative 2. What should we do? Nice work. That's right, we're going to add 2 to both sides because these are additive inverses and we get 0. So what are we going to end up with? You're right again, negative 2y equals negative 2. Easy peasy, here we go. Divide both sides by negative 2 and we get our y value of 1. Now we've learned that these are going to be linear, so take a look. 1 to 2, ooh. Look at the pattern. So negative 2, negative 1, 0. What do you suppose is going to go here? Well, do you know? Do you have a guess? So if for every 2 it goes up by 1, what do you suppose is going to go here? You're right, 3. And what would go here? 1.5. Perfect. And what would go here? Yeah, that's right, 2.5. Now we should be able to go back to our equations and plug those in, and they'll work. And if we do it right and graph our points right, we are going to get, you guessed it, a straight line. So you can kind of see the dots on here that I put on. These are our whole number answers for y, right? So here's 0, 2. Here's 2, 3. Right? And you can see these numbers in the middle. So when x is 1, you can see here how y is going to be 2.5. Very good. You might want to come back to this slide to see that again because now it is your turn. So check this out. This is problem number 3 on part C. And a lot of you worked this out yesterday, but you might need to take a look at it. Make sure you understand what we're doing here. So when we go down here, when I plug in 0 for x, negative 2 times 0 is, of course, 0. So what is 3? There's your value there for that. So now your job is to come up with some positive and some negative values here of x to figure out your y value. And when you're done, you guessed it, it should be a line. Same thing on number 4, the same deal. Plug in 0 for x. So if this is 0, 2 times what is negative 4? Boom, gold star, you're right, negative 2. That equals 2. How about negative 2? There we go. All right, so your job is to do questions 3 and 4 on part C and be able to have a table and a graph to show your line. Good luck. You got this. Take care. Bye-bye.